Hey guys, what's up? It is pouring out and it's the afternoon, so I have my little lamp on. It's my little lamp. And I wanted to talk about an album today from 1980. So I was 8 years old when this album came out. I was not aware of it at the time. Also, I need to show you what I'm wearing because I'm wearing my Halloween pajamas. This is my This Girl Loves Halloween outfit, and so super soft. And then it's got, of course, like the little pumpkins on the shorts, and I love it. I also have like little vampire pants. Well, they have like little vampires and stuff on them. I love Halloween. You guys will also see, I know it's only August, but you guys will also see my Halloween decorations and my Halloween mug collection, which is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. All right, I am talking today about the album 17 Seconds by The Cure. I took a lot of hate on here when someone asked me my favorite concert, or I think it was during my question series. I said my favorite concert, and I said The Cure was one of my favorite concerts. I've seen them in concert 4 times. I would have seen them in concert 50 times and not ever gotten sick of them. My license plate, I saw them 3 times on the Wish tour, and then in 1992, and then I got the license plate Cure 3 because I'd seen them 3 times, and everyone would be like, "Are you a nurse?" And be like, "No, I've seen the Cure in concert 3 times." But then eventually I saw them a 4th time. So I think the Blood Flowers tour. Anyway, The Cure. I love The Cure. So I actually got to hang around after one of the Cure shows in Providence, and the band kind of all came out. So like Simon was there, and I actually met and spoke to and got autographs from Perry, who unfortunately passed away recently. And Robert does not come out like amongst the crowd. He can't, people love him. So he stayed on the tour bus, but the tour bus did stop, and he did open the window, and we were able to talk to him. He kind of leaned out, talked to people. He did sign some stuff and then throw it back down to them, but I was afraid, like, if you threw something up there and like, it didn't come back to you, you'd lose it. So I did not get his autograph. I did get Perry's autograph, and I got some pictures of him, though, leaning out of the bus, so that was very cool. I love The Cure. I love everything about them. The first album, Three Imaginary Boys, was really, really good. I wish I had been able to see them in concert, like back in the day, like when Lowell was with them, like the pre-Disintegration or Disintegration tour. I did not come on board with them until the Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me album, like almost everybody else did with Just Like Heaven. And I was like, what is this? Why are they so cool? Why is he so hot? And I've had a crush on, and don't tell me he looks like a 70-year-old lady. I don't care. He's Robert Smith. And I've had a crush on him since then. Since that album, and from this day, going forward up until today, I will say it to anyone who will listen. Robert Smith. I love Robert Smith. I would love to meet him, like, and actually like sit down and talk to him. And he's just, I love him. Anyway, this album, their second album, came out when I was 8 years old. It has A Reflection, Play for Today, Secrets in Your House 3, The Final Sound, A Forest, M, which is a beautiful song written for his wife, At Night, and 17 Seconds. This is a fabulous album. Look at their album cover. Just the album cover alone just says, we're The Cure, we can do whatever we want. I love this. I love everything about this. So when I got back into vinyl, I knew I didn't have any Cure vinyl, and I knew that I wanted to start with this one. And they don't sell a lot of them locally. I do really need to get Disintegration. Who doesn't love that album? It's a perfect album. This is another one that I would consider a perfect album. All of their albums have their own place in my heart. And one of the albums that I do want to get on vinyl, even though it's a newer one, and even though I typically do not like live albums, I love The Cure live, and I love their live music, so I would definitely want that, is the Cure Live Paris album, which featured some of the songs that were not quite so trendy. There was The Cure, I believe it was called Show, and then there was an EP called Sideshow, and then there was Paris, and Paris was kind of the more unusual Cure songs. Not unusual if you're a fan, but more unusual from the mainstream. So they had songs like Dressing Up on there, and just fabulous. They're fabulous. So, not that the Cure is Halloween, but they are kind of goth and they are kind of dark. So, I happened to have my Halloween pajamas on, and I was like, oh, I should do an album review. Which one should I do? This one. I love them. One of the things that should have been a red flag for me initially was when my ex-husband and I got our first apartment. And it was my first apartment because I didn't get to go to college. Because I was accepted to a local college when I met my ex-husband, and he was like, oh, I'm so afraid you're going to meet someone better than me and you'll leave me. And I was like, oh, well, I'll put it off. So I put it off yet another year and did not go and never did go. So that should have been red flag number one. Red flag number two should have been when we got our first apartment together and I had all of these fabulous Cure posters, tons of them, in my room at home. And he's like, we're adults now. I was 21 years old. We're adults now. We shouldn't be like hanging up Cure stuff in our apartment. Never again. Never again will someone tell me how to decorate, how to educate myself, what to do. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm glad of the journey that I took and where I ended up, but man, why did I let him control me like that? I don't know. 17 seconds, off on a tangent. I love The Cure. I love Robert Smith. My heart breaks for Robert Smith. If you ever read any of the interviews with him, when he really opens up, he is a tortured soul. I think he's happier now as he got a little bit older. Like, he's got the new song with Olivia Rodrigo, and he's kind of like out and about and like making all these appearances and stuff, and he's really positive. He has moments of joy throughout his career. Other times he's very cynical. But I did read about why him and Mary never had kids. And it was basically his outlook on life. And like you don't ask to be born. And it's, when you have that, like, that's sad. And I understand that a lot of people feel that way. They didn't ask to be born. They don't want to have kids. There was even a thing for a while where people were suing their parents because they didn't want to be born. I made the decision to have kids. I have 2 daughters. They're my world. I love them. But I also will never abandon them. I'm going to always be there to help them. They're part of my world. And I'm going to help them in any way that I can. And I know that life isn't easy. And whether or not they choose to have children or not, I don't know. I can't control that. I wish they would. They're delightful people. I would love to see them create little people. But, I'm going to always be there for them because I gave birth to them. And, I love them. So, Robert Smith, The Cure, 17 seconds. If you love The Cure, if you like The Cure, if you're familiar with The Cure, tell me what your favorite Cure song is, what your favorite Cure album is. I can't pick a favorite album. This one is close, but I don't know if I have a favorite album, because then, like, I'll look at other albums and be like, yeah, but this song's not on there. They're all good. They're all so good. They're just good. I love them. I love you guys. Take care. Happy Halloween. Okay, too soon. Too soon. It's too soon.